Starliner TDI holding course to Island. Over. We're back! Last season was painfully delicious, and if you missed it, shame on you. But here's a very quick recap.
Last season on Total Drama Island, 16 new contestants showed up with the dream of taking home that $1 million prize. Emma and Chase arrived as exes, then made up, then threw up, broke up, and made up again. Z was chill, Axel was tough, Caleb was gorgeous, Scary Girl was scary, and Damien screamed the entire time. Social media motivational influencer are 4 words that mean nothing, but that's what Julia said she was. Then, when we discovered she was actually a horrible person, Julia really embraced her true self. Wayne and Raj are super tight hockey bros, but Raj had a secret, and while Bowie was the first to learn of it, no one was happier for Raj than Wayne. Action film star Nichelle LaDonna turned out to be less capable and far more fragile than the characters she plays in her movies. Ripper showed everyone his bum on the very first day. Then he used a teammate as a human shield. Then he tied the world record for the longest fart. And that's Ripper. Priya, the most prepared player ever, made friends with Millie, who was only here to write a book about how teens today are total failures. MK found out about the book when she hacked the confession cam, but it was Bowie who ended up using the book to destroy their friendship right before the 3 of them faced off in the big finale. This allowed Bowie to team up with Priya and take out Millie, leaving them as the last 2 standing. It was a photo finish as they raced down the hill in their barf-filled balls, but Priya crossed the line first, and as the new winner of Total Drama Island, she took home $1 million. Now we've got another stack of cash to give away, and because people never learn,
all 16 contestants are back to do it all over again, which means this season, I don't even have to pretend to be nice. This do-over's gonna be the all-time grudge match battle of the century.
here on Total Drama Island. Last time on Total Drama Island, the campers from last season were so happy to be invited back for a second shot at $1 million prize. Instead of me picking the teams, I let Priya and Bowie do it. Then Team Ratface and Team Skunkbutt faced off in a game of Grandma's Footsteps, which was much more violent than it sounds. Team Ratface won the challenge, and the first camper sent home was Scary Girl, because her version of normal was terrifying. So let's get on with it and see who's next to fall, here on Total Drama Island. Last time on Total Drama Island, we made a big splash on the world's most uninsurable water slides. Bodies were bruised and buttered, and in the end, Team Ratface won immunity when Damien risked it all in the bravest launch of the game. Millie tricked him and pushed him down a slide no one else even dared to try. Harsh! And since Chase was all talk and no slide, the Skunkbutts gave him the old heave-ho. Wondering who'll get hurt today? I'm good with anyone but me. Here on Total Drama Island. Last time on Total Drama Island, things got a little sticky as teams tried to cross the island while covered in sap. And while some did surprisingly well, others got gluedious to the maximus. Millie apologized to Damien for sending him down the wrong slide, and the two became friends again. But thanks to a mouthful of sap, Damien couldn't tell anyone it happened, and Millie was voted off. Which sap will be going home today? You'll only find out here on Total Drama Island. Last time on Total Drama Island, teams were tested on their knowledge of each other with would you rather questions and failed miserably. Emma showed some mad skills at getting answers wrong until she couldn't even do that right. And in the end, she got sent home. Who would I rather send home today? I don't play favorites. I dislike them all equally. Buckle up. It's time for more Total Drama Island. Last time on Total Drama Island, Julia tried to play high status with Nichelle and got smacked all the way down.
Our campers were frozen with fear to discover the challenge was to retrieve a Chris coin from inside an iceberg. They encountered boots to the face, a cannon that fired vicious seals, and an abominable snowman. And even though Team Skunkbutt won the challenge, it was Michelle who left the island, because Hollywood sent her a movie contract she couldn't say no to. I should also mention MK stole my hairdryer. Let's see how that works out for MK today, here on Total Drama Island. Last time on Total Drama Island, the teams merged and things got medieval during ye old canoe joust. Priya and Caleb searched for the idol, but found something else. I'm told they're called feelings. Damien shocked Bowie and the world by winning the challenge. And Bowie was sent packing. Not a good idea to get on Julia's bad side, but I guess that's her only side. Whose side are you taking? Here on Total Drama Island! On Total Drama Island, we were baking up trouble. Campers battled each other for ingredients, got creative in the kitchen, and grossed us all out. Damien tripped, but in a really good way. And we even had an old friend drop by for a bite. In the end, Axel was eliminated and dragged Ripper down with her. But we've still got more annoying contestants to send home here on Total Drama Island. Last time on Total Drama Island, campers were hauling and bawling as they drove into a game of human pinball. It was loads of fun. Well, for me at least. Things got steamy when Caleb and Priya shared their first kiss. It was magical, until it wasn't. Z killed the mood by spilling the beans about Caleb's feelings for Priya. Then he spilled more beans, and more, and more! Beans everywhere! So he was sent packing. Will another wave of beans be unleashed today? Find out right here on Total Drama Island! Last time on Total Drama Island, the campers were challenged to bring back the biggest thing they could carry, only to be told the real challenge was to fit the whole thing through a teeny tiny hole. Julia proved to be the landscaping company you don't want to hire, while Raj upchucked a week's worth of sloppy joes. Ew! Caleb was up the creek without an alliance until he was saved by winning immunity. And so it was MK who got sent home when she was out-Julia'd by Julia. Who will get voted off the island today? Time to find out here on Total Drama Island. Last time on Total Drama Island, campers went on a stroll down memory lane. So many memories. Despite Julia's best efforts, Caleb and Priya got back together. It was very romantic. In a surprise move, Julia extended her immunity to cover Caleb. What's that about? Damien was voted off, but it turns out he had an ace up his sleeve. Wait, no he didn't. He went home. Who'll get cheated today? Time to find out right here on Total Drama Island. Last time on Total Drama Island, release the hounds! It was a horrifying game of fetch as campers were hunted down by the most vicious attack dogs we could find. And whatever that was. And in the end, Julia won, while Raj was sent to the pound. I love it when athletes cry. This is the last episode before the finale. Will another power couple be split up? Will a villainess get her comeuppance? Will a hockey jock get carried off the ice on a stretcher of broken dreams? Time to find out right here on Total Drama Island. It's finale time on Total Drama Island. There are only 3 campers left: Caleb, Julia, and Wayne. Let's see how they got here. After being voted off first in Season 1, Caleb came back in need of alliances, and one alliance turned into love. It looked like they'd both made it to the finale, but yoink! Julia had the immunity idol, so it was Caleb's love who got the boot, and he's been tasked to make Julia pay. Be
speaking of Julia, this season, Evil made a friend. Together, they crushed the competition. By crushed, I mean cheated. And when it came down to one of them going home, Julia sent her own BFF packing. That girl's in it to win it. Last and least, Wayne. He lost a fight to an outhouse, had to be rescued by a fishing trawler, and he ate his own socks. Which of these impressive finalists will win the $1 million? Today's the day we find out, so let's get to it. Here on Total Drama